Thank you for having me. It's been a lot of fun. I think that the program is very creative, which I love, and it's a lot of fun. It reminded me of how fun it was to be a student, once a student. So yeah, I had a lot of fun. My secret in learning English, I think learning a language is very difficult because there's a grammar aspect to it, and there's vocabulary, and there's many things more. But I think I learned my English through singing. I love singing, so I used to learn to sing songs. So with songs, I will learn of the vocabulary. I learn about pronunciation. So I used to, when I was little kids, I used to. I love Michael Jackson, so I used to listen to his song, to his songs, and try to write down the lyrics of the song. And actually, Michael Jackson's songs are very difficult. They have like really difficult words, but I tried anyway. So I had this tape, so I rewind it again and again and again, listen to that words and try to figure out what that word is. And then afterwards sing these words and sing this song. So I think I learned a lot from that. And the second thing I think would be to watch movie. I love watching movie and try to figure out what people would say. Most of the time you don't have to understand everything, but generally you will get the idea, and then you build up your vocabulary slowly. And I think thirdly, you have to speak to people. Ideally, you speak to people who also master the language, or English is their mother tongue. So you learn their vocabulary from them. So even now, when I speak to my friends or my husband, all of the time I learn new things. I would ask him like, what does that mean? Like, what does it really mean? And when I was in England, actually I learned to use certain words which I understand what it kind of mean without really know what it actually means, like really means. So you build up your vocabulary, and then you would like try to express your idea and your feelings of what you wanted to say, and then you clarify that words. So the more you speak, the more you exchange your language with people, the more you will learn. And your reflection in speaking, I think it is something that is quite difficult. I studied English since I was 8 years old, and also in school. But when I went to the UK, I found it really hard to kind of like just speak, like have conversation and reflect really fast to what people say, and would convert back. And I learned drama and theater studies. So at point where we have to, I think that, like they told us to improvise in a play, and to be able to understand people is one thing, but to creatively respond to it is something so difficult. But I pushed myself, I tried, it was hard, but finally the more you do it, the more practice, then the better it is. So finally now, when I think about it, I think that now I have this reflection to think in English. I don't think in Vietnamese anymore and translate it back to English. So my reflection is faster. Like I would, like you ask me something, I would say it. And I don't say it like accurately all the time, grammatically, but I get the idea out. So I would say that for learners, just speak as much as you can, read as much as you can, and listen to as much as you can.